Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if this is your first time here, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go, and please turn on the bell as well. So I've not been able to watch the world, so yesterday I decided to watch to know where they stopped in Jodha and AKBAR, and unfortunately they repeated a past episode, so I was confused, and so I decided to start from the one they are supposed to do yesterday. So in case they finally did it and you watch it already on TV, then you can skip this, but if you have not watched it yet, then you can watch it like this. So let's continue. Maham Anga comes to her secret place and she asks the soldier if her captive eats anything, but the soldier says no. Maham Anga sits on the sack and asks her secret person to eat because the night is not peaceful without food, because she got a map but she couldn't understand it, and it is only the secret person that can tell her about the map. Maham Anga asks her secret person to see and says that she knows that the woman loves her kid, that is the doll, and Maham Anga beats the doll and says that if the secret person wants her child to be safe, then the woman should tell her about the map. Maham Anga says that she is attached with the map and her destination is hidden in this map, and only the woman can solve this map, so the woman have to answer her questions if the woman wants her child to be safe. Maham Anga says that the woman should eat the food and she will come back soon to have her answers, and Maham Anga leaves and the secret woman eats the food. Rukkaiya comes to the bathtub to have her bath and Jodha was with her. Jodha checks the beauty cream and asks the maid to apply the cream on Rukkaiya. Rukkaiya takes her bath and says to Jodha that can Jodha call Jalal to come there, and she knows that it is weird, but she wants Jalal to be here because he is the father of her child. And Jodha nods and asks the maid to call Jalal, and Jalal comes there. Jalal says to Jodha that Jodha called him even though he was already coming to Jodha before, and Rukkaiya quickly says that she was the one that called Jalal, not Jodha, because Jodha only sent a message to Jalal. Jalal asks that is Rukkaiya fine, and Rukkaiya says that when Jodha is serving her, then she must be fine, and Rukkaiya asks Jodha about the beauty cream. Jodha says that the cream is getting ready, and Rukkaiya asks Jalal to sit near her, and Jodha looks a bit jealous. Rukkaiya says that her neck is aching, and Jalal asks Rukkaiya to let him see it. Jalal looks at Rukkaiya's neck and says that he knows one remedy that can take away the neck pain, and the remedy is Jodha's remedy, and Jodha makes face, and Jalal looks at Jodha. Rukkaiya asks Jodha to make the remedy, and Jodha says that the remedy is cold in nature, and Jalal says yes, he knows the remedy, and Rukkaiya asks Jalal to rub her neck, and Jodha feels bad. Rukkaiya says that the pain is reducing, and Jalal have magic in his hands, but Jalal says that the magic is not in his hands, but in Rukkaiya's thought, and Rukkaiya only needs his support, and Jodha remembered how she said these words to Jalal, and Jodha smiles. Jodha and Moti were in the garden and Jodha asked that where is Rahim. Moti says that Salima has restricted Rahim to be in the room, and Jodha says that Rahim is a kid, so he will surely do naughty things, so he shouldn't be restricted. Moti says yes, but Salima is his mother, and Jalal comes there. Jodha says that she came to collect flowers for making the remedy, and Jalal must know the flowers because Jalal said in front of Rukkaiya that he knows about the remedies. Jalal says that yes, but he doesn't know the remedy for one sickness. Jodha asks that what do Jalal mean? Jalal says that he doesn't know the remedy for the heart sickness, and Jodha says that so Jalal now got a heart and even got love sickness. Jalal says that Jodha made him realize that he have a heart, and it was Jodha that gave him heart sickness. Jodha says that she thought that Jalal got this sickness in the battlefield, but Jalal says that it was Jodha that made him realize that everything is not achieved in the field. Jalal says that Jodha made him a human from being a warrior, and Jodha made him realize that he has a heart, and since Jodha had given him the heart, then Jodha have to treat him, and Jalal put his hand around Jodha's waist. Jodha says that what is Jalal doing, because there are soldiers around looking at them. Jalal says that Jodha is right, and they should not talk about this in public, so they should go inside. Jodha says that she have to collect flowers for Rukkaiya's medicine, and Jalal says that but Jodha also have to treat his sickness, so Jodha should come, and Jalal takes Jodha inside. Jalal brings Jodha to the room, and Jalal says that after that night, Jodha is not even looking at him, and Jodha is not taking out time for him. Jalal says that he knows that Jodha is busy with Rukkaiya, but Jodha should try to take out time for him as well, and Jodha says that she would try. Jalal says that if Jodha try, then everything is possible, and he just wants to spend some quality time with Jodha, and Jalal looks at Jodha and come close to her to kiss her, but Jodha gets shy and closes her eyes, and Jalal smiles and stops. Jalal says that he wanted to give Jodha something that will give Jodha happiness, and Jalal brings out a gift, and it was a gold coin with Kana engraved on it. Jodha was very happy and Jodha says that it is beautiful. Jalal loves Jodha's smiles and Jalal hugs Jodha. Jodha says to Jalal that she also wanted to give Jalal one gift and Jalal asks that what is it. Jodha says that for that, Jalal needs to close his eyes. Jalal closed his eyes and asks if he should open it and Jodha was shy and she says no. Jodha comes closer to Jalal to kiss him and Jodha finally kissed Jalal on his cheek and Jalal was shocked and Jodha runs away from there, but she turns and says that she gave Jalal his gift, so now she is going to Rukkaiya, and Jalal was happy and he asked Jodha to wait, but Jodha refused to wait. Bakshi comes to meet Rukkaiya and Rukkaiya was happy to see Bakshi and Rukkaiya asks her to sit. Rukkaiya says that Bakshi is looking beautiful and Bakshi says that becoming a mother is a trying thing and Rukkaiya agrees. Bakshi gifted Rukkaiya the painting of a healthy child and Bakshi says that Rukkaiya's baby will be healthy if Rukkaiya see healthy kids always, and it is beautiful to be a mother and it gives a goosebumps when your child kicks. Rukkaiya says that Bakshi looks good smiling and Rukkaiya asks if she can touch Bakshi's belly and Bakshi says why not, and Rukkaiya touched Bakshi's tummy and says that the baby is naughty because the baby kicked her hand. Jodha comes there and says that how is Bakshi, but Bakshi doesn't answer Jodha. Rukkaiya says that Jodha is taking care of her these days and Bakshi immediately says that she will leave now. Jodha says that Bakshi should sit for some time and talk with them because she made remedy for Rukkaiya, so Bakshi should also take out of the remedy. But Bakshi says no need and goes out. Jodha goes behind Bakshi and says that why did Bakshi not answer her and did she made any mistake. Bakshi remembered Sharafuddin seeing Jodha in the river and saying to Bakshi that he is seeing Jodha and she is looking beautiful, and the flashback ends. Bakshi says to Jodha that she doesn't want to talk to Jodha and Jodha asks that why, because they were good friends. Then why is Bakshi saying this? Bakshi again remembered how Sharafuddin was praising Jodha's painting and Bakshi says to Jodha that she already told Jodha that she doesn't want to talk to Jodha and can't Jodha understand, and Bakshi leaves while Jodha was confused. Maham Anga comes to her room with the map and she tries to understand the map, but she couldn't understand it and she says that she got confused seeing the map, but her captive is not even helping her. So what should she do? Because the map is useless, and Maham Anga throws the map away and says that she had hopes from this map, and Maham Anga sees the map burning on the candle and she takes it out and she again sees the map that with the heat of the candle everything gets visible, and Maham Anga was beyond happy and says that now she is very close to her destination and she only have to find out these places. Javeda stops Rahim and asks him not to run because Salima will be angry. Rahim says that there's no one with whom he can play and Javeda says that soon there will be someone to play with Rahim, and Rahim says who? Javeda says that maybe a girl or a boy, and Rahim asks that why is the person not coming now? Javeda says that it is the child in Rukkaiya's womb and the child will be Rahim's toy and Rahim can play with him. Rahim runs to Jalal and says that Javeda was saying that his toy is in Rukkaiya's womb, and how can that be possible? Jalal says that Javeda is right, and Rahim says that he would ask Jodha. Javeda says to Jalal that she is also a relative of Jalal's child, but nobody congratulates her. Jalal congratulates Javeda and says that Adam is lucky to have a good-hearted girl like Javeda, and Javeda also congratulates Jalal for the child, and Javeda runs behind Rahim. Amida asks the maid to give dry fruits to Rukkaiya, and Salima says that there is happiness everywhere. Amida says that the happiness is all because of Jodha's goodness, and Salima says that it is also good that Jodha and Rukkaiya are coming close, but she doesn't understand one thing. Why did Rukkaiya choose Jodha for her services? Because there are many maids in the palace. Salima says that Jalal and Jodha have started liking each other, but Rukkaiya immediately makes Jodha busy all the time, even though Rukkaiya is also a woman and she knows how Jodha will be feeling. Amida says that Jodha is a great woman of faith, and if Jodha is with Rukkaiya, then everything will be fine. And Salima thinks in her mind that Rukkaiya calling Jodha for service, then there's something wrong. The doctor comes to meet Rukkaiya and Rukkaiya says that she is happy that soon her tummy will be visible and her baby would kick her. The doctor says that for that to happen, then Rukkaiya have to take this syrup and the syrup will show all the symptoms of being pregnant. Rukkaiya throws the syrup away and says that she lied to Jalal that she is pregnant, and Jalal accepted it, so that means that she can lie about anything, so she doesn't need the doctor's syrup, and the doctor should never ever dare to say it loudly that she is not going to be a mother, otherwise she will not spare the doctor, and Rukkaiya asks the doctor to leave, but unfortunately, One maid was hearing all this, and the maid was shocked to know that Rukkaiya is not pregnant. Jalal and Jodha were sitting in the garden, and Jodha asked that why is Jalal not saying anything. Jalal says that Jodha's eyes is not allowing him to say anything because the eyes keeps asking him to keep looking at them. Jodha feels shy, and Jalal says that there is an ant there, and Jodha was afraid, and she asked Jalal and asked that where is the ant. But Jalal smiles, and Jodha realized that Jalal was only taunting her again. Jalal says to Jodha that he also wants to take care of Jodha just like Jodha is taking care of Rukkaiya when Jodha will become the mother of his child as well. Jodha says that the whole Mughals will be proud if she is pregnant, and Jalal says that Jodha has a golden heart, and Jodha and Salima are very intelligent, and he is very lucky to have them both because Salima's intelligence and Jodha's love will be blessing on his future kids. And Jodha rests her head on Jalal's chest, and Jalal smiles. The maid that heard Rukkaiya telling the doctor that she is not pregnant comes to Maham Anga and told Maham Anga everything and asked for a gift in return. Maham Anga was shocked, and she thinks that wow, and by saying Rukkaiya's tricks, then she feels like there are many devils than her. Maham Anga asks if the maid has told anyone else about it, and the maid says no, and Maham Anga asks the maid to come because she will give her gift. Maham Anga comes to meet Rukkaiya, but Rukkaiya says that she is resting. Maham Anga says that by the time Rukkaiya hears what she is about to tell her, then Rukkaiya will leave rest immediately, and Rukkaiya asks Maham Anga to say whatever she wanted to say quickly. Maham Anga shows some syrup, and Rukkaiya asks that what is it. Maham Anga asks Rukkaiya to just watch, and Rukkaiya would know what it is later. Maham Anga calls the maid that gave her the news and says that the maid gave her a very good news, so she is giving the maid a gift, and Maham Anga gives the maid the syrup, and Maham Anga asks the maid to drink it. The maid reluctantly drinks it, and soon the maid started feeling dizzy, and she lies there on the ground, and the syrup was poison, and the maid dies. Rukkaiya was shocked, and Rukkaiya says that what is this, and she will call Jalal here to see what Maham Anga has done. But Maham Anga says that by the time Rukkaiya know why she did this, then Rukkaiya will not call Jalal, and Rukkaiya should not shout because it will affect Rukkaiya's unborn baby. And Maham Anga smacks and says, well, nobody knows that there is no child in Rukkaiya's womb that will get affected by Rukkaiya's shout. And Rukkaiya told Jalal a story, but she, Maham Anga, is telling Rukkaiya the truth now, that Rukkaiya is not pregnant. Maham Anga says that Rukkaiya should trust her because this truth will be between them, because Rukkaiya is doing great thing by making Jodha go away from Jalal, and since she also have the same desires, then they have the same enemy, so she is extending her friendship to Rukkaiya because Rukkaiya will not be able to fool Jalal for long being alone, and she also wants Jodha to go away from the palace, and Jalal made her go away from the politics, but she is still very close to it, and she will send Jodha away at all costs. Rukkaiya says that she doesn't want to throw Jodha out of the palace and she only wants Jalal back. Maham Anga says that will happen, and Rukkaiya should trust her even though she couldn't also think about the trick that Rukkaiya played, and Rukkaiya played a very good trick to separate Jodha from Jalal. Rukkaiya says that what about the dead body of the maid, because her death will be inquired. Maham Anga says that Rukkaiya should not worry because she will play such a good game that nobody would ask about the maid, and Jalal will be so close to Rukkaiya. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I've already edited the next updates just to do voiceover on it, and I'll upload it immediately. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next update. Bye guys.